welcome to my YouTube channel. Make sure to give us a thumbs up here at tRNsform Nursing and like the video down below. So today's topic in the bitter cold is all about travel nursing. So, a couple things I want to talk about today. Thing number one, what's a travel nurse? So, I'm a travel nurse. I've been a travel nurse for 2 years and I have 3.5 years of experience as a nurse. So, travel nursing, we're nurses that kind of come in, we work anywhere in the country and we work when there is a need. So a normal nurse who has experience takes 6 weeks to train, but a travel nurse, we dive right in and in 2 12-hour shifts. Yes, you heard that right. 24 hours on the floor. We are rolling and we are doing what all the other staff nurses do. Sometimes the policies at the individual hospitals get a little bit iffy, but aside from that, it's the same everywhere. So another question, how do you get your license in a different state? How's the licensure process work? Well, I work in Pennsylvania, and of course, it's not a compact state. And if you're wondering what a compact state is, I'll tell you about that in a little bit. But in the state of Pennsylvania, I have to go through a process where I'll go and let's say I want to go down to North Carolina. So I have to go and I have to get a reciprocal license. So I write the State Board of Nursing in Pennsylvania, say, hey, send my proof of license to North Carolina. And then I write to North Carolina, hey, Pennsylvania's sending you my license. I pay a fee, and then in about 6 weeks, I have a license in North Carolina. There's no NCLEX that I have to take, and my license is reciprocal in any state. If you're one of the lucky people and you live in states that are compact, then you just need to use the nurses.com website, and then you are going to be able to get your licensure without going through the reciprocal process. And I'm going to link that picture right here, and you'll be able to see all of the states. Okay, and that link is also going to be down below. Another question that people ask is, how much do travel nurses make? Well, to be perfectly honest, we make a lot. And exactly how much I'm going to go over in this little writing demonstration right here.
So I'm going to do a little writing demonstration on how much travel nurses make. And to do that, I'm going to show you taxable and non-taxable income. This is very important to understand the pay breakdown of travel nursing. Taxable income is the hourly income. This is the income that the IRS sees, and you want this to be fairly low. In some contracts, it's as low as $16 an hour, but for this example, I'm going to use $22 an hour. A non-taxable income, that's your meals and incidentals, that is your housing income, that is the income that you are going to make the bulk of your money from. If you go to gsa.gov and look up per diem max stipends, I will link that below. You can find out what the maximum stipends would be for the area you are thinking of traveling to. And make sure, as far as housing goes, that you always say that you want the housing stipend and find your own housing. So for this example, I'm saying there's $1,000 a week max stipend, comes out to $28 an hour in a 36-hour contract. So that totals up to $50 an hour. This is a good rule of thumb. You always want a total of $50 an hour, whether it's taxable or non-taxable, added up, you want to be around that $50 mark. So the non-taxable stipends, you're actually going to take home $28 an hour in that because it is not taxed at all. Where the $22 an hour is taxed, so you're going to be getting $16.50 an hour take home. But if you add those up, you end up taking home $44.50 an hour. It's insane. That actually comes out to $1,602 a week. And that is how travel nurses make bank. So I would suggest thinking about this next time you go and your recruiter offers you a contract. Remember the golden rule of $50 an hour.
So how long long's an average travel assignment? About 13 weeks. So you can have a contract that's 8 weeks long, you can have a contract that's 26, but on average, you're looking at 13 weeks. It's a little less than 3 months long. That contract could be a 36-hour contract, it could be a 48-hour contract, or if you're an OR nurse or cath lab nurse, you're looking at a 40-hour contract, and that would be the 5 8-hour days, where most of the other contracts are 312s or 412s. You really see the 48-hour contracts with the crisis contracts and with the rapid response contracts, and I'm going to go over crisis and rapid response contracts in a completely different video because that does take a lot of time. So the next topic is, can I be a local traveler? Actually, yeah, you can. You can work less than 50 miles from home, which is kind of awesome. But there's a small caveat, and that is you do not get the tax-free stipends. You may remember that little writing demonstration I did earlier. So tax-free stipends are where travel nurses make the bulk of our income. So to give you an example, a travel nurse that makes an income of $50 who's getting the tax-free stipends is going to be bringing home about $42 after taxes. But a travel nurse who's making a $50 local traveler, all of that is being taxed. It's going to put you in a higher tax bracket, and you're going to be looking at about $32 an hour. It's still higher than a staff nurse makes, but it's not anything close to the ridiculous rates of a travel nurse. So, last but not least, can I get health insurance, and does travel nursing allow for vacation time? So yes, almost every agency is going to give you health insurance. I will tell you it's not very good health insurance, but you can get it. As far as vacation, I'm sorry folks, but there isn't any vacation in travel nursing. There's no PTO, at least not in any company I've ever traveled with. But if you're making what travel nurses make, you could work 9 months a year and then just take 3 months off over the summer. So that's everything you need to know about travel nursing. If you want to learn more about rapid response and crisis rate contracts, make sure to watch my video that'll be coming out soon. If you want to see the breakdown of a travel nurse pay a little bit more in detail, watch my other video that will be coming out soon as well. And thank you so much for watching my video. Make sure to keep transforming yourself every day and subscribe to tRNsform Nursing below. And thanks for watching. This is Harmony RN. Bye!